Thank you very, very much for your generous support tonight. One of City Year's favorite quotes is Margaret Mead's statement, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world." Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. We are seeing this in action throughout the room tonight with both your attendance and support. Every day that we serve the children and communities of New York City, I know this to be true. However, tonight I want to add one piece to this quote that I feel is left out. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens mobilized by true leaders can change the world. My fellow corps members and I are able to do our work because our leaders have done their work. Tonight, we celebrate two of these leaders.
It is hard to believe that in only 6 years, City Year New York has grown to become the largest City Year site, the largest New York State AmeriCorps program, and one of the largest AmeriCorps programs in the country. However, this never would have happened without the incredible leadership this organization has had. Jill Iscol and Jack Liu, as founding co-chairs of City Year New York, you led us through these successes, including forming a landmark partnership with the New York City Department of Education, the first school district to invest in a City Year site and bringing it to scale. Jill and Jack, it is because of your leadership that myself and over 700 young people like me have been able to mentor and tutor over 20,000 students and lead over 23,000 New Yorkers in community service projects.
But however amazing your work has been with City Year, it's amplified even more by the fact that you guys both have done so much more. Jack Liu, or should I say Deputy Secretary of State Jack Liu. You've been a critical figure in the world of national service since the beginning of AmeriCorps. You authored the legislation for the program, you fought to get it funded, and then you served on the board to ensure it lived up to its potential.
Jill Iscol, you are, if you will, a Jill of all trades. You are a leader in the world of family philanthropy through your work with the IF Hummingbird Foundation. You are a passionate advocate for developing women as leaders through your work with Vital Voices. And we would be hard-pressed to find someone more committed to the democratic process and civic well-being of this country than you.
As remarkable as everything you both have done is, we also know that if we ask you for your most important accomplishments, it would all come back to your families. This is proper, as there is perhaps no better way to understand what kind of people you are than by looking at your children, who themselves are thought leaders, advocates, and defenders of this country.
So as the founding leaders, and in a sense, the parents to City Year New York, we hope that you are also proud of your other 700 red-jacketed children. You're a role model to us all, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything you have given this city, this organization, and especially to us as young leaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me invite to the stage our 2009 Ripples of Hope honorees, the founding co-chairs of the City Year New York Board, Jill Iscol and Jack Liu. Jill and Jack, you are both an inspiration to not only the current and past Corps members, but also the thousands of Corps members that will serve New York City in the coming years. Please accept this Cathedral Builder brick as a very small token of our thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have to make sure I don't push this over. Thank you, Matthew, Ashley, Manuel, Christina, and thank all of you for being here tonight. The thanks that we all have start with all of you in the red jackets. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your optimism. Thank you for the work you do every day to make the city and the children of the city better. I have to just have a few personal thank yous. President Clinton, I have to thank for bringing me into the White House to have the enormous privilege of working with Eli Iscol to work on the AmeriCorps legislation. And Phyllis, it means so much to me that you're here tonight. Thank you. And it is all about family. The sacrifices of service often fall on those we love the most. The days that you're out working, the nights you're not at home. My wife, Ruth, knew what she was getting into. My son, Danny, my daughter, Shoshana, didn't know what they were getting into. The fact that they care as much about service and about City Year as I do is a tribute to the work that all of you do and the work that I hope I play a little role in doing in Washington. My daughter-in-law, Zahava, didn't know she was getting into a family like this maybe, but I thank you for your enormous good spirit as sharing the week of your wedding with the presidential transition. When those days long ago, was co-chair of the board, I had an absolute rule that we had to end this dinner by 9:30. So having been called up here at after 9:30, I'm going to just make two other short remarks. One, the partnership the City of New York has with the City of New York is important in so many ways. There's no other way that a program like City Year can grow to scale. You need a partner like the New York City Public Schools or the Name the City Public Schools. And I was so proud tonight to hear Michael say that this has become a model that's being followed now in other cities. That the fact that we could do it here in New York proved to people that they can do it in their cities. And that means that City Year and National Service AmeriCorps can grow to scale in other cities. And finally, the notion that City Year New York grew out of a sad moment, and here we are at a time that isn't the happiest moment in our national history, and this room is full of people who are full of energy and enthusiasm and excitement and commitment that we can make our city and our country a better place, is enough to make me go back to Washington just a little bit more hopeful and a little more optimistic. And I don't think there's a day or a night that I've spent with City Year that I haven't felt that way. So City Year, thank you.